Today on Cooking with Marky, I will be making Khoresh gourmet sabzi, which is also known as a fresh herb khoresh. And in Persian cooking, this is kind of a staple in most Persian homes. What you do is you have your herbs. I've never had it with dried herbs or with strictly just dried herbs. So I only know how to make it with the fresh herbs. So here's what you need. You need 1 cup of finely chopped fresh coriander, which is also known as cilantro. You need 1 cup of thinly sliced scallions. You need 3 cups of finely diced parsley, and also 1 cup of finely diced spinach. Now, normally you don't put spinach in the Khoresh gourmet sabzi. However, my boyfriend's mother says that it makes it tastier and richer, and yeah, just gives it more flavor. So if she says to put it in the Khoresh gourmet sabzi, I'm putting it in there. And also fenugreek, which is also called chambalele. I probably pronounced that wrong. I'm very sorry, but you can get fresh leaves. However, I can never find fresh leaves, so I just use 1/4 cup. And what I do of dried, and what I do is soak it in warm water for about 20 minutes, and then I drain it, and I'm able to fry it with the rest of the herbs. And here I have limu amani, which is a powder of dried Persian limes. It gives it a nice little sour taste. Here I have 1½ teaspoons of turmeric, which is a good antioxidant and used in a lot of Persian cooking. I have 1½ teaspoons of kosher salt. I have 5 limu amanis, which are the dried Persian limes. I have about 1/2 cup of dried red kidney beans. I have about 1½ onions, just chopped, nothing too fancy. And then I have 2 chicken breasts that I have cubed into about 1-inch pieces. Now normally you're supposed to use lamb or beef, and you can use chicken, like whole pieces of chicken. However, I like the smallness of the chicken. You know, with every bite you can eat a piece of chicken. And also this is the way that my boyfriend's mother makes it. So like I said, whatever she does, I try to duplicate. And the type of oil that I use is grapeseed oil. It's really good for you. It also, you know, flavors it well. And of course, freshly ground black pepper. So let's get started. So in this pan, I have added about 3 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. So now I am going to add in the chopped onions. And my heat is on about medium. So you want to brown your onions, just, you know, soften them a little bit, about 3 or 4 minutes. And then you want to add in your chicken pieces. So in this pan, I'm going to combine all of the herbs. First, I'm going to put in the fenugreek. And then I'm going to add in all the herbs that I chopped. I'm going to use my hands. I'll get the rest of that in just a second. And I have about 3 tablespoons of grapeseed oil in this pan. So you want to fry this for about 20 minutes or until the herbs you can really smell the herbs. So about 20 minutes on medium heat. And you want to constantly stir because the herbs are the most important part of this whole dish. So constantly stir. Okay, so I'm going to now add in my chicken. It's been about 4 minutes or 5 minutes. I'm also going to stir in the 1½ teaspoons of kosher salt, the turmeric, and the pepper. And I'm going to brown my chicken. When the turmeric hits the pan, you get this rush of a floral type of spicy scent. It really smells very good. So my chicken is browned. Now I'm going to add in the kidney beans and 5 limu amanis pierced. You have to pierce them, so you take it and you stick a knife and you score them so that the juices can get in your khoresh. And then I'm going to put in 2 cups of water. Let's stir that together. You're going to bring this to a boil, so turn your heat up to about medium-high. Once it comes to a boil, you are then going to cover it and then lower your heat and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Okay, so my herbs have been frying for 20 minutes. So you want to always remember to constantly stir it, because like I said, you do not want to burn your vegetables, otherwise you will have to start all over. So I will now add the fresh herbs and the limu omani powder to the meat that has been simmering for 10 minutes. Okay, my chicken has been simmering for 10 minutes. The limu omanis are already starting to have a wonderful aroma. So I'm going to add in the vegetables, or excuse me, the herbs. Make sure you get them all. And I'm also going to stir in the 2 tablespoons of limu omani powder. Ow, burned myself a little bit. So you want to stir to incorporate. Oh, this looks good already. So you're going to stir this and you are going to cover it. Have your heat on low and cook it for 1½ hours. And this is going to be so delicious. Okay, so I will, like I said, I will cover this and I will show you what it looks like after 1½ hours. Also, you want to stir occasionally to prevent sticking. Okay, so the khoresh gourmet sabzi has been cooking for 1½ hours. I will show you a little closer what it looks like. Can you see? Now, it's not the prettiest khoresh. However, the taste is absolutely amazing. It will knock you off your socks. Or knock your socks off. So I'm going to put this in a covered casserole dish, and I'm going to put it in a 165-degree oven to keep warm while I make my polo.